Hello, Ramas community. In this week's Parsha, Hashem brings a huge flood that destroys the world. And afterward, Hashem makes a promise that the seasons of the world will never cease again. The pasuk says, Od kol yimei haaretz, zera v'katzir v'kor v'chom, v'kayitz v'choref, v'yom v'layla lo yishposu. The Gemara in Sanhedrin on Daf Nun Ches, or Daf Noach, which is one of the amazing Gemara mnemonics, because it talks about the Shev Mitzvos B'nei Noach, says, quoting Reish Lakish, that Akum Sheshavas Chayiv Misa, that if a non-Jew keeps Shabbos, he's deserving of death. Rashi there explains on the Gemara, the words Lo Yishposu, should not stop, is not only describing the seasons, but it's also a commandment to man to not cease from working. And the question is why? I think Shabbos is pretty good. So why is it so terrible if a non-Jew keeps Shabbos that he's deserving of death? And the reason for this is a machlokes. There are different opinions. The Rambam says in Hilchos Melachim Perek Yod Halacha Tes that the reason is because in manichin osan l'chadesh das, they may not start a new religion. The Rambam explains that just like the guy may not learn Torah, he may not keep Shabbos, because doing so would constitute the creation of a new religion. He's supposed to keep the Shabbat mitzvahs, and here he is. He's doing more things. He's doing different things. That's a new religion. He may not do that. Rashi on the Gemara, however, says that the reason is because menucha ba'alma ka'asr lehu shleivatlu mimelacha, that the non-Jew is required to do work, and the transgression that the non-Jew is committing is that he's being lazy. And there's an obvious nafkamina or difference between these opinions of the Rambam and Rashi. If someone has nothing to do all day and just sits drinking daiquiris on the beach, according to the Rambam, they've done nothing wrong. And the Radbaz says this explicitly. According to Rashi, however, that's exactly the problem. You have to be productive. And the idea that we are commanded to be productive does not apply only to non-Jews. In the 11th parak of Avos Reb Nassim, it darshans the pasuk, Shesha simim ta'avod v'asisacham lachtecha v'yom ha'shvi shabas l'Hashem Elokecha, saying that we are required to do work. Shesha simim ta'avod. And that death is a result of the absence of work. This is what is explained in Avos Reb Nassim. And this is true. A study a few years ago found that people who retire at 55 are 89% more likely to die in the 10 years after retirement than those who retire at 65. So two very important lessons. First, starting new religions is bad. Second, Hashem put you in the world to actually do something. As we learned in last week's Parsha, Hashem put Adam in Gan Eden la'avda u'l'shomra. So make an impact. Do something. Don't be lazy. And that's what we learned from this week's Parsha.